There's a simple truth that many overlook, yet it has the power to transform everything. Have you ever wondered why those who live with purpose and faith are often under the most scrutiny? Why is it that when you rise above the noise and choose not to conform, you attract both admiration and criticism? The reason lies in what you carry within, your values, principles, and the unique strength Allah has given you. However, not everything about you should be shared with the world. Some things are meant to be kept private, safeguarded like precious secrets. In a world that often fails to understand the strength of a believer, protecting what is sacred is not only wise, it is essential. In this video, we will reveal 7 crucial secrets every believer should protect to preserve their faith, connection with Allah, and sense of self. These aren't just lessons. They are shields in a world that doesn't always honor those who stand firm. 1. Guarding your intentions. One of the most important things a believer must protect is their intention. In a world that focuses so much on outward appearances, it's easy to get caught up in doing things for the wrong reasons, seeking validation, recognition, or praise. As Muslims, we understand that the value of any action lies in its sincerity. The Prophet Muhammad, sallallahu alaihi wasallam, said, "Actions are judged by intentions, and everyone will be rewarded according to their intention." When you share your intentions with others, you open yourself to their judgment, influence, and potential doubts. Some might question your motives, while others may try to twist them. This can lead to confusion and make you doubt your purpose. This is why safeguarding your intentions is so important. It's not about hiding them, but about protecting what is sacred. When your actions are for Allah alone, the opinions of others hold no weight. By keeping your intentions between you and Allah, your connection with Him remains pure and unblemished. Keep in mind that not every good deed needs to be announced to the world. The most powerful acts of worship are often those done quietly, with no audience except Allah. In those moments, you're not seeking approval. You're seeking Allah's pleasure, and that is what truly matters. 2. Guarding your vulnerabilities. In life, everyone has moments of weakness, times when the weight of this world feels overwhelming, and you're struggling to stay strong. But here's the thing, not everyone needs to know your struggles. Sharing your vulnerabilities with the wrong people can expose you to judgment, gossip, or even manipulation. Islam teaches us to seek comfort and solutions in Allah first and foremost. The Quran says, "And when my servants ask you concerning me, indeed I am near. I respond to the invocation of the supplicant when he calls upon me." This doesn't mean you have to bottle up your emotions or suffer in silence. It means choosing carefully who you confide in. Not everyone has the wisdom or sincerity to handle your struggles with care. Sometimes, the very people you trust can use your vulnerabilities against you. The best example of this is Prophet Yaqub, alayhi salam. When his sons asked about their brother Yusuf, alayhi salam, he chose to keep his pain to himself, saying, "I only complain of my suffering and my grief to Allah." This wasn't out of distrust. It was out of wisdom. He knew that some truths are best shared with Allah, the one who truly understands and can bring relief. Guarding your vulnerabilities doesn't mean shutting people out. It means protecting your heart from unnecessary harm. Share with those who have earned your trust, those who will guide you back to Allah and truly want what's best for you. But above all, turn to Allah in your quietest moments, because no one knows your pain or your strength better than Allah, subhanahu wa ta'ala. 3. Keeping your plans private. In today's world, it's easy to get caught up in sharing everything. Social media has turned life into a stage where every success, goal, or ambition is posted for the world to see. However, Islam teaches us the wisdom of keeping our plans private. Not every step you take needs an audience. The Prophet Muhammad, sallallahu alaihi wasallam, said, Seek help in fulfilling your needs by keeping it private, for every owner of a blessing is envied. When you share your plans too early, you risk exposing them to unnecessary negativity. Some people might discourage you, not out of malice, but because they can't see your vision. Others might envy your ambition or secretly hope for your failure. Sometimes it's simply the weight of too many opinions that can make you doubt yourself. By keeping your plans between you and Allah, you give yourself the space to focus, grow, and act with clarity. You allow your goals to take shape without the pressure of external expectations. And when those plans come to fruition, their success speaks for itself. This doesn't mean you should never share your aspirations. It means choosing the right time and the right people. Let your progress be a quiet journey, guided by dua and trust in Allah, rather than a performance for the approval of others. Because in the end, the only one who truly matters in your success is the one who gave you the ability to achieve it. 4. Protecting your good deeds. There's something sacred about the good deeds you do, whether it's giving charity, helping someone in need, or spending a quiet moment in prayer. These actions are your treasures, investments for the hereafter. But just like treasures, good deeds can be lost if they're not protected. Allah warns us in the Quran, "O believers, do not waste your charity with reminders of your generosity or hurtful words, like those who donate their wealth just to show off and do not believe in Allah or the last day." Their example is that of a hard, barren rock covered with a thin layer of soil, hit by a strong rain, leaving it just a bare stone. Such people are unable to preserve the reward of their charity. Allah does not guide such disbelieving people. When you broadcast your good deeds, even unintentionally, it opens the door to pride, showing off, or seeking validation from others. And when the intention shifts from pleasing Allah to impressing people, the value of the deed diminishes. The Prophet Muhammad ﷺ said, "The thing I fear most for you is minor shirk, showing off." Keeping your good deeds private doesn't just protect them, it strengthens your connection with Allah. There's a special sweetness in knowing that you've done something purely for His sake, with no one else aware. It's a reminder that your relationship with Allah is personal, not performative. So the next time you do something good, pause and ask yourself, who am I doing this for? If the answer is Allah, then let that be enough. Because in the end, it's not about who sees your deeds in this world, it's about how they're weighed in the next. 5. Guarding your knowledge. Knowledge is one of the greatest blessings Allah can bestow upon a person. It has the power to change lives, guide hearts, and bring people closer to the truth. But like all blessings, knowledge comes with responsibility. Not every piece of knowledge is meant to be shared with everyone, and not every moment is the right time to speak. The Prophet Muhammad ﷺ said, "Speak to the people according to their level of understanding. Do you want Allah and His Messenger to be denied?" This hadith teaches us the importance of wisdom in sharing knowledge. When you reveal what someone isn't ready to hear, you risk confusing or even alienating them. Similarly, sharing knowledge to show off or prove your superiority turns it into a tool of arrogance rather than a means of guidance. Guarding your knowledge doesn't mean withholding the truth. It means understanding the right time, place, and manner to share it. When done with sincerity, even a small piece of advice can transform someone's life. But when done carelessly, even the most profound wisdom can fall on deaf ears. As Muslims, our knowledge is a trust from Allah. It's not just about what we know, it's about how we use it. Speak with humility, teach with compassion, and always remember that the purpose of knowledge is to bring people closer to Allah, not to ourselves. 6. Protecting your strength from arrogance. When you excel at something, whether it's your knowledge, skills, or influence, it's natural for others to notice. But here's the danger. Recognition can sometimes lead to arrogance, and arrogance can slowly eat away at the purity of your intentions. That's why one of the greatest secrets to guard is the strength Allah has given you. The Quran warns us, "Indeed, Allah does not like the arrogant and boastful." Your strengths are a blessing, but they're also a test. Will you use them to help others and earn Allah's pleasure, or will you let them become a source of pride? The Prophet Muhammad, sallallahu alaihi wasallam, despite being the best of creation, always remained humble. He never sought to elevate himself above others, even when he had every reason to do so. Guarding your strengths doesn't mean downplaying them. It means using them wisely and with humility. When you recognize that every ability you have is a gift from Allah, it becomes easier to stay grounded. And when you keep your successes between you and Him, you protect yourself from the distractions of praise and the pitfalls of pride. The strongest people aren't those who seek attention for their abilities. They're the ones who quietly use their gifts to serve Allah and uplift others. Let your actions speak for themselves, and let your humility be a reflection of your gratitude to Allah. The most important bond you need to safeguard above all else is your personal connection with Allah. This relationship forms the core of your being and all that you aspire to become. However, in today's world, filled with distractions, it's easy to lose sight of this bond and let it weaken. Your daily prayers, salah, supplications, du'as, and moments of remembrance, zikr, are the anchors that keep you grounded amidst life's chaos. They are the lifelines that connect you to Allah. The Prophet Muhammad, sallallahu alaihi wasallam, said, "Be mindful of Allah, and He will protect you. Be mindful of Allah, and you will find Him before you." To protect your relationship with Allah means prioritizing it above all. This includes making time for prayer, even when life is busy, and ensuring that your worship is for Allah alone, without seeking recognition from others. It also means turning to Allah in both joyous and challenging times, finding comfort in His presence. When you safeguard your bond with Allah, it strengthens every other aspect of your life. It provides you with clarity, resilience, and peace that no external force can take away. However, like any meaningful relationship, it requires consistent effort and dedication. The more you nurture it, the stronger it becomes, offering protection both in this world and the hereafter. No matter the struggles or judgments you face, remember that as long as your connection with Allah is intact, nothing else can harm you. With Allah by your side, you will never be alone. In the end, the purpose of protecting yourself isn't just for personal safety. It's about preserving what matters most: your faith, your inner peace, and your connection with Allah. In a world that often misjudges those who live with purpose, guarding these blessings is not just wise, but necessary. Take a moment to make this prayer. Ya Allah, grant me the wisdom to protect what is sacred and the strength to remain steadfast in my faith. If this message resonated with you, feel free to share this prayer in the comments. Ya Allah, make me steadfast. Your words might offer encouragement to someone else in need. Before you leave, don't forget to like this video and subscribe to the channel. It costs nothing, but helps us spread these reminders and reach more hearts. Jazakallahu khair for being here, and may Allah bless you for every step you take to preserve your faith and earn His pleasure. Surah Al-Baqarah 2:186. Surah An-Nisa 4:36.